Yeah, what's up, family? It's your boy Oracle. I'm back with another one again. Have you ever heard a story and so many times and it just pop out and start to read and then to realize some things? So, what I'm talking about here is Eve's story. Let's start with Cain and Abel first, okay? We all know this Bible story. Pastors and all tell us that Cain and Abel were two brothers. One killed the other. Cain killed Abel. According to the story, Adam and Eve have two children, Cain and Abel, and they will do an annual offering to their God. Another question is, this God, who is Cain and Abel God? This is something that I always wanted to know, right? Okay, so they do an annual offering, and during this offering, Cain offers his God something with blood in it. He killed and then give that to his God. And Abel came with vegetation from the crops, because they were supposed to farm the land and take care of nature, right? So we all know this story. So Cain offering happens to get rejected by their God, and Abel's was accepted. Based on that envy and jealousy, so Cain decided to unalive his brother, and then this whole story begins, where their God, who is supposed to know everything, God that is supposed to know everything and what happened, like he's everywhere, he's omnipresent, right? He comes and sees Cain and asks Cain, "What have you done?" Shouldn't he already know what Cain had done? So he asked Cain, and Cain obviously looked with like blood on him and all these things, right? So the story goes, this God decides to drive Cain away from wherever part of the continent or region or garden they were in. I have made my own research and kind of understand the story, but I also want to see y'all own perspective in the comments and what y'all think about the story. So Cain was being cast out, and he was marked, right, and cast out. During the time they were kicking him out, pretty much, God, his father, just grilling him. Cain was afraid of going out of where God was, or where God can see him in that garden. Cain was afraid. And another second question is, I want to know why was he afraid if Adam and Eve were the two beings made, and they give birth to Cain and Abel, and there were only 4 people in the world. Why will he be afraid of going outside of the garden if he will just be the only one there by himself, right? So then he was afraid that when he go out of the garden, there were people out there that will kill him or unalive him. There will be people out there that will unalive him. So that makes you wonder, weren't Adam and Eve, Cain and Abel were only 2 or 4 people on the planet? If there were other people, then who created those people, and where did those people come from, and what identity do they have, and why aren't they talked about in this theology? Okay, so the third question, Cain get cast out or marked, right, by the Lord because he was afraid of being killed, right? And then that mark was also a mark that was put on him, so people out there killed him so they can know that he is a property of his God, right? So it then makes you wonder, it's like branding him pretty much. It was the first branding, I guess. Also, if Adam and Eve, Cain and Abel were the only one, how come that when he was thrown out, he went to the land of Nod and got a wife, married, and then had children. So if at that point Cain and Abel, Adam and Eve just had Cain and Abel, where did a girl come from? And who was this girl? What tribe was he from? If they were supposed to be the only people on the planet, or there is a twist to the story, or there's a lie that some part of the story that is taken out or thrown out. So these are just some of the questions. I want you to let me know in the comment. From this pretty much tells me that obviously there's many Genesis, there's many beginning, and some beings on the planet, some human beings on the planet, we are not all children of Adam and Eve. We probably have our own Genesis or pre-Adamites, and we're more older or more ancient. And this question can go on and on, because even in the Adam and Eve saga, a serpent talked to Eve, and when you look at what that serpent means in its original language, like Nakash, which comes out translated as whisperer, meaning that it wasn't actually like a serpent that we know that slithered on his belly. It was actually a being or a human being who whispered to Eve to eat the fruit, because God, their God, had told them that if they eat that forbidden fruit, they will die right then and there. But then the whisperer told them that actually if they ate from that fruit, their eyes will be open and they will know right from wrong and good from evil. So who was telling the truth? Their God, that God, or the serpent? And